There are a number of tasks that need to be undertaken in the next 4 years by the next administration, and some of the tasks that need to be tackled are truly enormous. First and foremost, the city needs to retake control over its own affairs from the state of New Jersey. In the past year, you have had a state takeover of the city's finances. You now have a state monitor that is making the final decisions irrespective of what the mayor or the council says with respect to finances, the budget, bonding, public contracting, personnel. And that decision-making authority needs to be returned to the city of Hoboken. So that's going to be task number one. Task number two is going to be obviously getting the budget back in line with reality and back down to earth. The budget has grown to over $100 million. That is a number that is disproportionate to the size of Hoboken, to the number of services that it provides, to the amount of goods that it buys, and to its population. The budget needs to be cut. It needs to be brought back down to a reasonable level. That's going to take a lot of hard work. That's going to take a lot of brain power and manpower and effort. But I'm committed to doing it. And the important point in that effort is to find the right balance between a responsible budget, an honest budget, but one that doesn't jeopardize the provision of municipal services. I'm committed to cutting the budget, but doing it in a way that is not going to negatively impact quality of life in Hoboken. I don't want to cut the budget and see garbage pile up. I don't want to cut the budget and see response times of police and fire go down just to be able to say we cut the budget. So you have to cut the budget, but you have to do it in a way that trims the fat from the edges and is not negatively impacting quality of life in Hoboken. Another priority of the next administration needs to be the creation of open space and parks in Hoboken. That is something that I have a record of being able to do on the City Council. A number of parks totaling many, many acres have been created since I ran for City Council in 2005. And in fact, I ran in 2005 for City Council on a promise to build a number of parks, and I've delivered on many, many acres of those. That's something that we need to continue. That needs to be a priority of the next administration. It's something that I am committed to doing, and that is building more parks, but doing it at minimum cost to the taxpayer. Being able to do it by leveraging the city's position with respect to developers in town and making them do that and a number of other public givebacks, not just open space and parks, but also sewers, sidewalks, street paving, all manner of things that they can pay for if we are going to allow development to proceed. And then finally, the next administration is going to have to manage the kind of development that we're going to have in the city. Hoboken is it's a small city. It's an urban area, but it is a city on a human scale. It is walkable. It has much of its architecture dates back to 100 years or more, so it is of a smaller character, less height, less density. Development going forward needs to be in keeping with that overall character. You don't want to turn Hoboken into what you see across the border in Jersey City, which is high-rises that reach up into the sky just because you can. The demand is there in Hoboken. Developers want to be in Hoboken. People want to move to Hoboken, and so residential construction continues. And that's a good sign. It's a sign of the strength of our real estate market and of the desirability of our city. But we need to be able to manage the kind of development that we're going to have so that it's in keeping with the overall character of our city. We can maintain its overall architectural and aesthetic charm, its small town feel, its walkability, and its human scale. My name is Peter Camerano, and I'm running for mayor of Hoboken. I am ready to lower taxes and deliver real change. Together, on June 9th, let's move Hoboken forward.